Hello everyone and welcome to my super flat test world. I have a local server running on my machine. A lot of people have asked me how I contain my mobs like for an experience farm on survival multiplayer. It is quite difficult because the mobs tend to glitch, especially if you try and put them in like a one by one tube such as this. Let me demonstrate that for you. I'm using Etho's little machine here that spawns a bunch of mobs. So let's just fill up our tube here. And as you can see, the mobs are falling down and they are right here, but they are glitching everywhere. It's very crazy and kind of hard to control. And when these are in a small room when you're running an experience farm, it is very, very difficult to try and like kill them all. Let's turn this off. And I don't really have a good way to kill these guys, so let me just kind of block this off. Put a little bit of lava in there just to get rid of them. And then I'll show you what you can do to fix this. Alright. Yeah, so in order to fix this, you kind of got to make your drop tube look a little like this. So this dark gray wool is your drop tube, the one by one, and that white wool down there is where the zombies sit. But because of survival multiplayer's glitchiness, the mobs tend to want to go through the blocks towards F1. If you can see that sign right there, F1. You can see that by pressing F3. It's this number right here below your XYZ, the F1 number. They glitch towards F1 and they also glitch towards F2. So in order to prevent them from glitching out, you need to put these extra blocks where this orange wool is. And if you fill up your tube so it's in this 4x4 pattern, the zombies, they will kind of glitch, but they won't go all over the place. One thing to note though is the pad that you have them landing on, you do want it to be 4x4. So the zombies will all sit right here, but you will see them in all four of these blocks. Now, if you're killing these zombies with a splash potion, it is pretty important that you have this open like this so you can see the feet of them in all four of these blocks. Otherwise, if you have it sealed off, so it's like this, and you only see the zombies right here, you won't be seeing the zombies that are actually in these blocks, and when you throw your splash potion, it will not hit them. So it is important to have this 2x2 area here where the zombies are sitting open so you can see their feet. When you touch your splash potion, you should damage them all. So let me show you this working. This is a little example that I have. It's the same, basically the same thing as this, but I've added the extra blocks that I've shown with the wool just a second ago. So let's go ahead and spam a bunch of mobs in there. And as you can see, they are not glitching out all over the place. You don't see them spreading out all over the world. They are sitting right here. Even though the dark ones are in these other three blocks, it is kind of weird the way how this multiplayer works. And I don't know if this is going to be changed in 1.3, but currently in 1.2.5, which we have right now, this is the best way that I've found to contain these mobs if you're doing like an experience farm. And this is the way that I have the experience farm on my HermitCraft server set up. I have a zombie spawner right in here. It's your standard 8x8 configuration. They all get washed down and they go into a tube right here, and they all swim up and go into the collection point. I do have a second one that's down a little bit further, same style. It's 8x8. They all get washed down here, and they all meet up in this tube. So both of these spawners take the zombies. They all climb up the same tube. There we go. Fly a little bit faster. And they drop right here. Now this drop, I believe I have it set up so it's 21 or 22 blocks. The thing is with zombies, well, I guess any tall mob with the way that this water system is. And if you have the spawning chambers set up, so it's the 8x8 configuration, you have 2 blocks above, 2 blocks below. It is possible if a zombie spawns at the highest point when they fall into the water, they can take a half a heart of damage. And the way this is set up with this drop tube, let's see if I can cover that up. So when the zombies are coming through here and they're about to drop, they can start swimming right like this. You see how I'm moving up and down just a little bit. Now if they swim right before this edge, the game will see that they're a little bit above this block right here, and I'll count that as an extra half a heart of damage. So if you want to get these guys killed using a splash potion or something like that, which is probably the best way to do it, you collect them all here, you drop them so they got about a heart and a half, something like that. Play around with it just a little bit so that you have the proper buffer, so they're not dying when they, fall down. And yeah, just let them collect, throw a splash potion on them, and you're good to go. Collect a lot of experience that way. I hope that clears up a little bit of confusion and understanding the nuances of survival multiplayer. Just remember, though, that's the F1 and F2 directions. You need to put the extra blocks around like that, so it's in like this 4x4 pattern. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching.